responses from that city government. We don't know what it's all going to end up being, but you know, sort of the Ferguson comparison now falls apart completely. And I guess I'm wondering how you build on that in the activism, the kind of ongoing activism that will go on after the cameras leave.
Well, I mean, I think there's an important distinction to be made between our mayor, Stephanie Rawlings-Blake, and the city state's attorney, Marilyn J. Mosby. Many people, I think, would say that our mayor is someone who has capitulated to the corporate structure of the Democratic Party and many of the corporate interests in the city. And I think as we see what happens, you know, in our society writ large, is that oftentimes individual black people are put in positions of power leadership in white controlled dominating institutions, which brings more black people into those institutional arrangements, which undermines our ability to develop a kind of communal, independent black institution building as the basis of our work. And so Marilyn Mosby being elected was important because she was elected, as was alluded to earlier, for the purpose of prosecuting law enforcement officials. And she didn't get the same kind of corporate support. You know, she was outspent tremendously by the incumbent, but she was able to get the grassroots support she needed. And I think this is what kind of gives her, and it was very courageous of her to do what she did yesterday, but I think she knows the kind of support she has behind her, and that's important. That's an important contrast. And I think if I could just say something else really quickly, because I think the Ferguson comparison is important, because I think people reduce racism to individual, you know, white folks in leadership, black people who are succumb to white folks. And I think Baltimore shows the sophistication of white supremacy and how it operates, how it takes black figures, put them in institutional positions to give the veneer of justice when really the same institutional arrangement exists.
DayVon Love, you just dropped the mic so hard on that racial structural dissertation provided live on air. I ain't even going to come to the panel. I'm just going to let the panel breathe in the commercial break, and then I'm going to let them respond when we come back. DayVon Love in Baltimore, Maryland. Damn.